everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. As I promised in the last video, or in the title anyway, this is just going to be a quick update as to how far I've got with the old Ford Prefect back axle. And it's not very far because I've been waiting for parts to come and that sort of thing, so it's not, it's not been a quick process. So anyway, this is just an update with how far I have got. So I'm sorry it's not a die-cast restoration video. I was trying to just do one every 2 weeks. It gives me a bit of time with everything else that goes on, or like the car, to get some of these restoration videos done. So as I say, it's just a quick update, and yeah, well, I hope you enjoy watching this bit of video, and don't forget, please join me again next week for another die-cast restoration. That's if all my parts come in time, because I've got some parts ordered. Well, not parts, but it's a donor model that I bought on eBay, and it seems to be taking forever to come, so I hope it hasn't got lost. But anyway, there's a couple of bits on what I have got, which is not anything the same as the model I'm actually doing, but it's got some of the same parts. It shares some of the same parts, and that's what I need. So this model I bought on eBay, it's a wreck, but it's got the bits I want. So yeah, so hopefully next Tuesday will be my next restoration, die-cast restoration video. So I hope you join me then. So in the meantime, enjoy this little update, and see how I've got on so far. Okay, I've undone the brake pipes. We're going to replace this one because the exhaust came down and it squashed it, so I've taken that one off. I've got, whoops, these ones hanging up still, right up there. I've taken the handbrake cables out of the axle, out of these bits here. You can't see. Like two clips which are in there. So basically now we're ready. We've got to drop the prop shaft, so I've got to undo that again. I've only not long done it up when I did the gearbox, so I've got to drop that off next, and then we've got to start undoing the springs. So I'm going to get that off. I'm going to get the prop shaft off first, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so next I've got to undo these 4 nuts off of there, both sides, and then that should make the axle loose. And then we'll have to get the shock absorbers off, because I'm going to replace those, because those are knackered. What I might do whilst the axle's off is clean up and repaint the underneath of this back bit of the car, because they've just sprayed over the underneath, or brush painted, and this paint is peeling off. There's no rust there, it's just, underneath that paint is really good. So I'll just get the biggest off, or get all the loose stuff off and repaint that, but I'll do it black. So might as well, whilst the axle will be off, give me more room. And then I've got to sort this bracket out on here, because that was a bit of a lash up, a makeshift thing that it broke, and then I just did that quickly so we could get the car back to where we were keeping it at the time. and then I kind of forgot about it. Okay, so I'm going to get those 8 bolts undone, see if we can remove the axle. There you are, we got the old axle off. My brother was just going past, so he gave me a hand to lift it out. It was a bit of a game. So anyway, she's out on axle stands now. So I'm going to start undoing it. See what we got. Take these nuts off each side. And then we'll undo around there and see what horrors await. Okay, so now we know what was all the clonking and crunching. Quite a bit of damage there. Bearings collapsed. All the bolts are broken around here. The casing is quite badly damaged around there and around there. You can see in there the remains of one of the bearings. And well, yeah, that's about it. All the gears are chipped. The ones on the end of the half shafts, which is all part of the half shafts, has got chips in. Basically everything needs replacing. So it's going to be an expensive job. Very expensive job. Oh dear. Never mind. We shall crack on. Perhaps I better use a different term. We'd better get on and carry on dismantling. Well, so there you go, that's the axle, all the axle pieces there. Now I've got to go and see what stuff I can get, seals and stuff, because I think there's some seals we can't get, so I'm going to have to try and source them. So anyway, that's where we are at the moment with that. Not very good. Okay then, so these parts came the other week, and there's a good second-hand crown wheel and pinion. I've got a box of seals, and it's a pinion seal, 2 inner seals and 2 hub seals. I've got 2 good second-hand half shafts. I don't want to unwrap them because they're covered in oil. And then we got the new, well, second-hand, there's a cradle, I don't know what you would call it, but anyway, the cage sort of cradle piece on there that the crown wheel bolts to. So we'll have a better look at that when we open it all up properly to put it together. This bearing is very loose, so we've got new, or I had ordered them. They came the other day from the 20s, not 20s, from the oh, what's it called, Small Ford Spares. And 2 new shock absorbers for underneath. That came 2 days ago, so we've been waiting for the parts. So now most of them have come. All I need to get now is the bolts that go around here. I need to try and get some new ones, but I don't know where to get them from. Nobody seems to have new ones, and I don't want to put second-hand ones back because they're going to already be stretched, you know, from the past of tightening. And I don't want to mess about in there because I don't want something coming apart again. Not after this time, because it's been pretty expensive. These parts came from Pop Parts Plus in Alfreton, and courtesy of Julian Russell. I went on one of the 100E Facebook pages and asked if anybody had one of these, because you can't get them. You can't get a lot of these parts from the Small Ford Spares, and Julian answered me almost straight away. Said he had these parts, so like I say, not new but second hand, good second hand, so he's sort of saved the day for me. And I didn't know the firm existed, so that's another sort of opening for me to get stuff. Okay, so that's where we're at so far. I'm going to go up in a minute and show you what I've been doing, painting underneath the car, and then that'll be just about up to date then of where we are now. Okay, and it's not that easy to see, but I've painted the underneath there. I say it's not that easy to see because it's quite dark in here. So it's tidied it up anyway, and I'm moving gradually forwards. Done a bit more under here, and I'm going all the way to the front. Anyway, so that's basically ready now for the axle to go back on the springs. So that's as far as I've got underneath. Right, now this box came a couple of days ago. This is the rest, not quite all of the bits I was waiting for, but most of them. So there's a couple of gaskets and a few shims and stuff in there, a couple of O-rings. These bearings were £114 each, and I needed 2 of those, and then 2 new shock absorbers, which I'm pleased to have. The old one over there, absolutely shot, as you can see, not very good. So that lot came to £407, so not cheap. Anyway, at least we can get on with starting to put everything back together now. Okay, well that's basically it then. That's as far as we've got. I should think that this week, this week coming, we're going to be able to start putting stuff together. So I am still short of, like I say, some of the bolts for the crown wheel, so I've got to try and get hold of some of those, and I need to make sure I get the right thread and all that, and the right, tensile. They've got to be high tensile bolts, so we'll see how we get on with that. But anyway, at least we can sort of make a start rather than taking apart everything. We can start putting it all back together again. So I doubt it'll be done this side of Christmas, because we are away in a couple of weeks' time. We're going away to Chester again to see the grandchildren, so we're going for a couple of weeks. So I'll have to see. I don't know how I'm going to arrange my other videos, but anyway. Okay, so this is where we've got up to so far. So hopefully we'll see you next time, next Tuesday, for another die-cast restoration. So until then, cherry bye for now. Have a toe. Stay safe, look after yourselves. See you then.